I'm not gonna lie. Seeing this makes me yearn for winter.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, Jesus. Well, we got a couple months,
Yeah.
so... We started this playthrough
yes.
in winter.
I think my...
Alright, this is it. We're about to take on Dark Samsara. We're getting prepped up for the final battle, and we have Fides with us as well. Level 44. We're gonna boost up that Reaper Scythe.
Part of me wanted to be like, this isn't it, this is Setsuna. But it is the finale.
He doesn't really have that many skills or Sprite Knight I can use, so we'll just give him a couple supportive Sprite Knights.
Yeah, he can definitely call a manager, though.
He has the Dark Soul Ring. Get good, scrub. I have the Dark Soul Sprite Knight.
He has Yelp comments on speed dial.
So yeah, that portal takes you back to the overworld. This little cocoon takes us to Dark Samsara.
I just noticed Setsuna's hair as she runs it, like...
Oh, you just noticed
so
the flap of her ponytail? Yup. Well, hey, better late than never.
It's adorable.
It's the little details that make your heart swoon.
It really is. It's like every time you make a game and you're like super proud of all these characters, and I'm like, yeah, they're really good, but that bird that doesn't say shit, I would die for that bird.
I mean, it's the little things that also spark my inspiration. Like an actor just doing a really good performance where I'm just like, I want to rewrite this character to where he's more than just an NPC that's just like, all right, I'll take you here. No, he's a little more involved in the story. But this is a really cool aesthetic.
Yeah.
So there in the background is Dark Samsara looming over what I'm assuming is like the tombs of all the sacrifices of the past.
That's what it looks like.
And those huge spires are like his generals or just like a part of him. So there's two ways you can approach this. You can take him head on, which I don't recommend because he gets like all these status boosts.
We tried.
He gets different elemental abilities. I did try on like a test recording. I was just like, nah, this ain't fun. It was long and I eventually choked.
Yeah.
Or you can take out these 4 spires, which are bosses from the past, and it weakens him.
Yeah.
And then you can fight him. So again, you have the option, but we're going to go the easy route.
He looks less like a Karen in his like art.
His
artwork.
Okay.
He looks less like a Karen and more just like an emo guy.
Yeah.
But like the back of his hair is stacked like a Karen. Like, dude, you just gotta get some hair mousse and spike it up a little bit. Put on your rhinestone sunglasses.
If there was ever a movie adaptation, can we use the actor that plays Will? Just because he's like, God damn it, another stupid haircut.
Aww.
From Stranger Things.
I love it. I've been reading a lot on like Stranger Things and stuff. Just because it's been all over the place, and I'm so curious about what they're going to do with season 5, because I think that'll really dictate if I like how they ended season 4.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the actor that plays Will has been like, can I please not have a bowl cut? And they just keep giving this kid a bowl cut. And he's like, anything other than a bowl cut.
All right, so this is our first spire. Let's see if you recognize this boss.
It's the big bird.
The big bird from the village. And for each of these bosses, like one of your party members has like a history with that monster. So I decided to throw them into the party.
Nice.
To give them kind of like a personal connection with that battle. But yeah, this is a souped up version of White Wing, I believe his name is.
Those wings are definitely gray.
Whoa.
Sorry. I was like TPing my fingers just because it feels weird, and I don't know, I'm kind of into it. Mm-hmm. And I like slipped and my fingernail went under my other fingernail.
God, you're always bleeding.
I'm always bleeding. Yesterday, I think while we were doing yard work, I was trying to we have this I forget what it's called, but this like really tall grass, and it's an actual plant. It's not just like not taking care of grass. Like it's supposed to be really big like fluffy grass, and I didn't plant it. It was from birdseed, and it's growing in a really inconvenient spot in the yard. So I've been trying to like cut it down. I like ripped a bunch of it out by the root, and it just like keeps coming back. And so I was trying to weed whack it down, and I think I broke the string on the weed whacker, and it like caught my leg in 3 different places.
Ooh.
So like I've just been randomly like bleeding,
getting all cut up. Might have to replace the string then.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Yeah, I definitely will. I did just replace the string yesterday, but I think it might have been too long, and that's why it broke.
Ah, okay. Alrighty. So that's what's happening here. But by the way, this is not White Wing. This is the Winged Beast.
Okay.
The different guy.
That's why I was like, his wings are gray.
So yeah, Gray Wing.
That'd be like calling him Blue Sparrow, and he is neither blue nor a sparrow.
Or a silk tail.
Ugh! I hate it. It's just a pink rabbit.
Well, it's okay. We'll kill it with fire.
That's right.
There we go. 1 down and 3 to go.
Nice.
There we go. There's Endir's level up. Now on level 46. And because we destroyed one of the Guardian bosses...
I'm not gonna lie. Seeing this makes me yearn for winter.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, Jesus. Well, we got a couple months,
Yeah.
so... we started this
yes.
playthrough in winter.
I think my
and we
favorite...
end it in summer.
I think my favorite part of winter, though, is like the very beginning where the ground is still too warm for the snow to lay. So you don't really have to worry about like icy roads or like shoveling snow, but like just like how it's just little snowflakes.
Yeah.
Like the very first little snowfall, and it's just like the magic of winter, and you're just like, oh, it's so pretty, and it'll like lay in the trees.
Okay. So that's what you like.
Yes.
Alrighty, so let's throw Fides in here, see how he does in combat. And let's take on the sea monster.
It's Nessie.
Yep. It's a messy Nessie.
I like his face flaps.
Oh, yeah?
Can we call mouths that? Be like, listen, your face flaps are moving, but I just can't hear you.
Alright. Oop, tidal wave right off the bat. Okay, not too bad. Got us in the yellow, but didn't kill us.
It kind of looks like his head was supposed to be a fully formed dolphin, and like those are his flippers. But then it was like, JK, we're going to make you a sea monster.
But they make you look like the Loch Ness Monster. So.
But they left the face flippers, and I'm like, do those little flippers propel his entire body? I have questions.
It's a monster design. It can be whatever you want.
I want to know the mechanics of how this beast navigates through water.
So I believe it's called the Seaside Beast.
Well, because I'm sure, like, from the way he... Yep, okay, so he does have, like, regular arm flippers.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, did you think he was just going to be
like a snake-like thing? Yeah, like a little buoy, and then his little face flaps are what propels him forward. And I'm like, that'd be really inconvenient.
Nah. I think those are to, like, maybe wipe the gunk from his face and stuff like that. Like, he can... They're his whiskers.
Or if he was,
he got flipper whiskers.
Or if he was, like, a shark. And because, like, sharks have gills, and they have to, like, continuously move to get oxygen into their gills so that they can breathe. So, like, maybe he has those little flippers, like, by gills, so that his body doesn't have to be moving. He can just move his little gills and, like...
We're really putting a lot of thought into... Scaled beast, okay. That's what he's called, a scaled beast.
I just like to think of those things. I don't actually require any answers. I felt so bad because I would ask those types of questions, like for Jamonius, and I'm like, dude, you really don't have to answer. I promise. Like, I do not need an answer for this.
I mean, goddammit, he tried.
I know.
Every time he was just like, no, there's a reason.
Bless his little heart. And I'm just like...
In the lore of our canyon.
I know, and I'm like, I'm just stupid.
I thought this shit through.
I'm like, I can see now that it is a potion jug and not a chicken leg. You do not have to redesign it. Like...
I look forward to our canyon too.
I do too. I'm curious to see where he goes with some of the characters.
Because, like, I know nothing of the story. All I've seen is, like, gameplay of, like, the levels he's done. and like they're a lot more colorful, and like he's using a lot more colors in his what's it called? I think it's called a bitmap.
Okay.
Or
Like the background
gradient
maps?
or something. Yeah.
Well, I'm very excited because I did download Ace Sprite.
Yep.
And I've been like playing with it occasionally to like see. It's almost like a very, very rudimentary Photoshop type thing. So I'm thankful I have an older version of Photoshop, so I know what a lot of the symbols are.
Okay.
Now it's just a matter of like, all right, let's think of a character and get it in there and see if I can make one.
Have you started any tutorial videos yet?
No.
Okay.
So I was just familiarizing myself with what each button is and
oh boy, this guy's back.
Where I can find layers and stuff like that. So once I'm done with some of the bigger projects that I've been kind of stressing about that I have deadlines for, I'm definitely going to watch some tutorials and try and make a little Milo.
Aw,
yeah.
Sounds good.
So
I look forward to it.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to use Julian for this battle. Because she has a nice skill that allows us to, like,
God. You know what I just realized?
Absorb his attacks. No, what?
He's a spider monkey.
Oh, you think he's more of a monkey than a tiger?
Well, he doesn't look like a tiger. He has more of the form of a monkey.
Yeah, he does.
Because he has, like, the thumb on his hands and fingers.
Yeah.
But he also has, like, the eyeballs and stuff of a spider.
Well, like, his original name was Aurorian Tiger.
Oh, he's definitely a spider monkey.
Well, maybe this one's called Spider Monkey. Hang on, I'm giving everyone a boost because he immediately went for Setsuna, which was the last character I wanted him to go for.
She's a healer.
Because I wanted to do Frost Wall. That gives us a nice physical barrier against his attacks. See? So, like, even though it says I'm taking damage, the barrier is taking damage, not us.
Okay.
So Julian is not losing HP.
But you guys are flashing red. Does that mean you've been poisoned or paralyzed or...
We're buffed.
Okay.
Setsuna, join the fray.
She's like, sorry, I'm dead.
And now I'm back. With 71 HP, so please don't go after Setsuna. Oh, never mind.
She goes, and I'm dead again. This girl dies more than the Winchester brothers.
That she does. Cool. All right, we initiated stop. Now we can revive Setsuna and not have to worry about her getting counterattacked.
Immediately dead.
Yep. You are frozen in time, fiend. Now we got the frost wall on her.
Okay.
So that's good. And now we're gonna heal. Nope. Julian doesn't have a heal, so we'll just use frost wall.
Just kidding.
Frost wall on everyone. There we go. There we go. Now we'll heal. Good.
Good.
All right, so he's still frozen.
Just made me think of Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Parry.
Thrust, parry. Good.
Yep. Exactly. Are you weak to ice? Okay, water resistance down. That's not bad.
There's a Wesker at the door.
So see, we're gonna do inspire, and now everyone's red.
We made eye contact through the crack.
You made eye contact through the crack.
He like put his little eyeball up to the crack of the door.
That's adorable.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
adorable.
Aw.
Okay, this is called the Fang Beast. So I guess in this context,
He
it
could
could
be
be
a
a
spider
spider
monkey.
monkey. Yep.
Yeah.
So there you go. Keep that frost wall up. Make sure it doesn't penetrate our defenses. Hell rush. Oh yeah, just in time too. Yeah, that's right. Keep coming for me, you son of a bitch.
Part of me wants to like take animals that are actually real in nature but are the combination of two different animals and like make them look like a combination of two different animals. So like a spider
not
monkey.
A dolphin scorpion.
Similar, but no. Same, but different.
All right.
But like a tiger shark,
Okay.
a spider monkey,
Oh, okay.
a rat snake,
Okay. That'd be interesting.
and just like make them look like that. What would a rat snake look like? Just like a snake, or like a rat head on a snake body?
Is that the route you'd want to go, or do you want it to be like...
Or like a snake head on a rat body?
Or like, it's a long snake-like body, but it's covered in fur. It has a rat tail and whiskers.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I want that on my desk next week. All right, so we took down the Fang Beast. So I believe we just have one boss left. And then we can finally take on Dark Samsara. We're going to heal up. And we're going to use Endir, NIDR, and Setsuna for this fight.
Family.
And we recognize this guy as well, don't we?
His little squid face. It's Dr. Zoidberg.
It's the Zoidberg boss. He has like this little like fluffy white mane around his neck.
Me and my sister used
Reminds me of an owl.
Like, we used to do that whenever one of us would, like, eat something really quickly. We'd be like, Jesus, you just Zoidberg that. Like.
See, me and my sister call it Kirby.
Oh.
You Kirby'd that meal. And I hit you in the face with my 2x4. Shelled beast. Because of course it is.
He's a little shellfish.
Alright, so again, I took down the other three. This guy just has a very high defense. He also has a poison breath, but other than that, he shouldn't be too bad.
This game is not kosher. There's a shellfish.
Oh! Okay, it knows lightning.
Oh.
Alrighty. Well, I know lightning too. Feel my spot. Fuck.
Miss.
No, that cost MP!
I feel like if he...
Why do I keep missing?
Do you think if he, like, has lightning himself, he wouldn't be weak to lightning, would he?
Well, he just was.
Never mind.
Because he took 654 damage, which was a lot better than my regular attacks.
Yeah.
You know Demi?
Oh no.
Oh, poo.
Endir and Setsuna are dead.
No! I can't fail. I'll have to do all 4 battles all over again.
Okay. Okay, there's one.
Quick. Bring back Setsuna.
Oh my god. So like looking at the creature, I just kind of like my brain
Oh, good.
up,
He decides to hide.
brought up a video that I saw once of an Asian woman trying to eat alive. I think it was either a squid or an octopus.
Oh my.
I believe it was an octopus.
Was it the one that's just like...
Yeah, and it like suctioned its little leg to her face, and part of me was like, oh my god, why? Like, because that practice has been outlawed because so many people have died.
Yeah.
From the like,
It's dangerous.
The creature suctioning its limbs inside the throat because it's trying to like survive.
Yeah.
That freaks me out so much.
Nope. I don't want to eat anything alive.
I did
Must
try.
be dead.
I did try octopus once, and my friend Shelby cut the suckers off for me because they freaked me out.
There you go. See, I've had like calamari rings, like fried calamari
we
rings.
had calamari rings whenever we went to the one art show, and we met my friend Stacy, and then we went to get pizza. Do you remember that?
Oh, as in you and me?
Yeah.
Okay. I do not.
So it's the one where I have art up in the gallery now.
Oh, that's right.
And we went and you met
Stacy,
Stacy, and then we went and we got pizza and calamari rings.
Okay. Did you like them?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think
That's one of my favorite snacks.
I think the octopus that I had, I didn't like it. It was raw, so it was just very chewy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't seasoned. So we
Okay.
had like traditional octopus, and it just felt like I was chewing bubble gum after all the flavor was gone.
Ugh.
Like it was just, I would definitely be open to trying it again, prepared a different way.
Okay.
Because I did really enjoy the calamari rings. And I think
Got 'em.
squid and octopus would be a similar texture.
I believe so as well.
So
All right, so that's all 4. So
Now I
now
want
we've weakened
sushi.
them down.
God damn it.
It's been a while since we've had sushi.
It has been a while since we've had sushi.
So there we go. That's the last of his little support group. Let's take him on head on. Oh. Hey, you said that name. That was my mother's sister. You know them?
I'm your daddy.
I'm your daddy.
You.
I am your father.
There we go.
There we go.
You think that I wish I could understand. I vaguely can, but like you'd think an IDR would be more apt to be like, Setsuna, please don't sacrifice yourself because that's his child.
Mm-hmm.
And like our culture and most cultures try to like preserve the lives of our children.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that he's like, I'm not going to tell you I'm your dad, and I'm going to let you sacrifice yourself, and I'm going to help you get to where you can sacrifice yourself. Just like, huh.
It's for the better of the world, though. Like, the need for the many outweigh the need of the few.
I know.
What we're going here.
And I get it. Like,
So, like, he
that's where I
selfishly
can,
can't
like,
just, like,
finally,
keep his daughter and
where I
stuff like
can
that.
kind of see it.
She has to
I think in
fulfill
a
her purpose.
story, though, like, outside of a game,
Mm-hmm.
because there's only so much you can do with a game,
Mm-hmm.
that he would try to find another way.
Okay. Alright, so here we go. The Final Confrontation. And you can actually see, like, this little, like, heart thing when his chest opens up. Don't give up hope.
Never give up.
And keep in mind, this is, like, the easy version of the final boss. So, like, he still has a couple, like, nasty moves that if you get cocky, you can get a game over.
Okay.
But it's, like, not a huge
It's not as bad.
grueling challenge if you take him
because
head on without taking on the other four.
Yeah.
So, like, there is that as well. And a lot of people don't like this final boss music that's about to start, but I really enjoy it.
I know
find
you
it very
you
fitting.
didn't like it at first.
Okay.
Do you remember? Like, you didn't quite like it at first?
I didn't hear it separate from the game at first,
Okay.
so I was just kind of like,
Because I know that you had said, like, you didn't quite like it at first because it has no melody. It's very chaotic.
yeah, it's pretty chaotic.
And I immediately loved it. I was like, I love this. I mean, I love all the music. I do think it's, like, some of the... I don't want to say the best game music that I've heard, but it's definitely the most different.
Okay.
Like, I don't think I've heard any other games that solely use a piano
It's a very impressive soundtrack.
as opposed to, like, an orchestra.
what it's allowed
or-
to accomplish with, like, just piano.
Yeah.
But it also, like, really works for the theme of,
Yeah.
like, sadness, but also,
Melancholy,
like...
sacrifice,
Melancholy.
yeah, I definitely think that the
Little
music...
shimmers of hope and frustration.
Yeah.
Because that
Because
is
they do
the-
use drums in some of them, too. There's piano and there's drums, which is a very interesting mix of things. You don't often hear, like, a drum with a piano.
Right.
Because they're two percussions.
Whereas, if I'd say, like, some of my favorite soundtracks, like the best soundtracks, aside from, like, I Am Setsuna just being different and, like, very wholesome, I really like Paper Mario the Origami King,
yeah.
Yeez, and I still really enjoy Trials of Mana
I would agree. I think that those are my top favorites.
so far.
And it's not necessarily fair because I didn't grow up listening to, like, the original 8-bit soundtracks. But, like, listening to the new Trials of Mana score versus, like, Kirby OG, you know, and it's not fair to compare the two because technology was different.
Yes.
But it's like, I'm going to pick Trials of Mana every time.
Right. Uh-huh.
But I also have no nostalgia with the games. So I can't, like, recall a memory or a place in time where I'm like, aw.
That's also why you're more positive with this, is because you see it for what it is and not
Yeah.
for, like, oh, this is trying to be Chrono Trigger,
Right.
but it's not Chrono Trigger. You're like, I don't know what Chrono Trigger is, so let's enjoy this.
Yeah.
That ability is very rough. Luckily, it'll never one-shot you. It'll just take you down to, like, 1-digit
Right
health.
before death.
Right before death. It's like, it's gruesome.
It
It only
looks
hits
like-
one character.
It looks like a heart or a fetus.
The little fetus inside the big old monster.
It's just funny because his ribs open up and then he,
Yep.
like... I know, it's like... like, I just enjoy it. He's got one eyeball.
Because, like, if I were a betting man, I'd say that's the real Dark Samsara, and everything else is, like, the armor.
Yeah.
Or the golem that surrounds it.
Yeah, I would definitely agree to that. but
because
like
his appearance is very like golem-like.
Because at first I was like, oh yeah, it's definitely got to be the heart, and then I was like, wait a minute, that heart has the shape of a spleen, which is also the shape of a zygote. So I'm like, I wonder if that little creature in there is like a fetus.
Oh, time slip. Okay. Oh, that's another thing. So this boss can actually dispel your buffs.
Oh.
But you can also trick him to where if you keep buffing with one character and he uses that, he wastes his turn.
Yeah.
So you can prevent him from like nailing you with devastating attacks by having one character buff, and then he'll like technically you're wasting that character's turn, but he wastes
But you also
his turn.
have 2 more characters.
Exactly. And like anyone can heal in this battle. Setsuna has Cure, Endir has Aura, and if I use Blunt Blow with the perk, the Momentum perk, which requires timing, but it's easy to do because you just got to do it when it flashes. It heals as well. So anyone can be the healer. So there's a lot of like variety you can do with this battle. And again, that's just with this party.
Yeah.
Some people recommend using Kerr. Some people recommend using Fides.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty satisfied with my OG team here.
Like,
and definitely,
I feel like the only reason I would use Fides is because like he's the last character that you've collected, and usually, from my very limited experience of RPGs, the character you collect in that area is the one that you use in that area because
important.
it's like.
Yeah. That's why they're there.
Yeah.
I can agree to that. I have learned that if you're going to take him on before destroying those like 4 barrier things, use Eterna, because she can use slow, she can use haste.
Yeah.
She has spell-based things that can like turn the tides to your
Time-based
fate.
because she was a Time Lord.
Yep. Basically. So like that's the key there. Alright, but also, I need to raise MP as well. Because like it's all well and good, but when you're out of MP and all you can do are your regular attacks, you're like, whoops.
Whoopsie daisies.
That is an easy way for a victory to be yanked right from under you, because you're just like, I got the strategy going, and you're out of MP. So you gotta stop to build your MP, and the boss is like, now.
Now's the time. I also enjoy that his, like, breastbone, I guess, like the top of where the little fetus guy is, has teeth.
Yeah. Oh, it's a very cool design.
Yeah.
I like the Dark Samsara design. And like the spinal cord is kind of like detached
but it's also
and
like
stuff.
a little tail and it wiggles. And
Yep.
I don't know if it's just the movement, but it like makes me feel giddy inside. Where I'm like, oh.
When he goes,
yeah, they're like.
Yeah, he's like a uvula. I'm really curious to see what this guy would have looked like in like the 2D art of that sprite village.
Yeah.
I think that would be a very detailed pixel art.
I think it would have been a really challenging pixel art, for sure.
Because I know like a lot of fans do like Chrono Trigger inspired art of like characters, but I don't think anyone has tackled Dark Samsara yet.
I don't know. I have no idea what Chrono Trigger is, what it's about, the game in general.
It's a fun game, but honestly, it's in the category of Thousand Year Door, where their fans are just a little too rabid.
Yeah.
Where it's just like,
And that's kind of what I was getting at,
this
where it's
isn't
like,
that.
oh, this company made a game similar to that, or like, because it's the same company, they were expecting the same game. And
Yes.
I'm just like, can you sit down? Like,
But like, I will admit, Chrono Trigger is a really good game.
okay.
Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is a really good game. But unfortunately, its fans are just so
They
passionate
kind of ruin it a little bit.
that they
for
kind of
everyone
just
else.
like attack other things and don't let people enjoy those other things.
Well, they gatekeep it.
They gatekeep it, exactly. Which, that's never fun for anyone.
No. There have been a lot of issues with people gatekeeping the song Master of Puppets
Really?
and being upset that like they used it and now people are fans of the song that like weren't fans of the song before.
Oh.
And like the band has come out to be like, you guys need to shut the fuck up. Like, people are allowed to newly enjoy this thing that you've enjoyed for a long time.
Yeah.
and they're like, it's not yours
Exactly.
to decide.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, Metallica.
Yep. Because that's how it should be. Because I feel like that is just like, these franchises don't owe me anything.
Yeah.
I had good times with them. I had good memories with them. But you can move on and just like other things.
And it's okay to like not enjoy the new
If Zelda's going in the Breath of the Wild direction and it just keeps going and doesn't change anything about that, and I'm just like, not for me.
And you still can like all of the games before. It doesn't mean you're any less of a Zelda fan because you like the old way better than the new way. That's how I feel about Paper Mario, where everyone is like, oh my god, Paper Mario, it sucks now. And I'm like, okay, well, you're still allowed to enjoy the old ones and let people enjoy the new ones. And guess what? Both of you are still considered Mario fans.
Or like from everything I've heard about like Thor Love and Thunder, I'll say this again. I think my last stop was Endgame.
Yeah.
I haven't thoroughly enjoyed a single Marvel thing since Endgame.
The only one that I've been like, yeah, I kind of liked it was the Doctor Strange movie, with the exception of the few things from Sam Raimi that make it a Sam Raimi movie. Other than that, I did enjoy it. Like, I thought it was a decent movie. It felt kind of long, but I don't know. I think that, like, and that doesn't make anyone less of a fan.
Right.
Just like Star Wars fans that really love the old Star Wars.
And
then
like, there is nothing
new Star
wrong.
Wars fans that really love the new ones. And it's like, both of you are Star Wars fans, and no one is any worse or better off because of which side you like.
Exactly. And basically, the last point before I get back to the game at hand I want to make is that you can say, I'm done with this franchise, and it doesn't have to be because it's shit or because, like,
it's
it doesn't have to be a
because it no
negative.
longer
you could just
interests
be like,
you.
All right.
Yeah.
I've moved on to other things. And that's it. Think of it like a healthy relationship.
You even did that with Castlevania, when the creators of Castlevania stopped making Castlevania games and went on to do
Bloodstained.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all right.
Disappointing.
It's all right.
And that's what you, like, you moved with the creator into, like, their new vision, and you decide for yourself. So it's like you like what this creator was doing, so you follow them into their new creations, and you either like it or you don't.
Yep. I did that with Final Fantasy. I moved on to the last story. I'm not interested in the newer Final Fantasies. I do badmouth them. I do have my complaints, but I don't feel like
you may badmouth the game, but you don't badmouth the people who like the game.
That's my point. When
so
I badmouth
it's not
things,
like, oh, you like Final Fantasy 27, like piece of garbage, shit gamer. Like, no, you're just like, I hate that game. Like, it has nothing to do with the people playing the game.
All right, so back to I Am Setsuna.
Yes.
We're not done yet. So we destroyed Dark Samsara, but Dark Samsara has an ace up his sleeve. He's going back to the past so that he can make everything work the way he intended.
Wants it to.
Exactly. So we're still stuck in a stalemate of like this loop.
Kurt is like, what the fuck?
So yeah, there he goes.
Whee!
So we didn't kill it completely. Your final boss here is only mostly dead.
Yeah, he's only mostly dead.
So yeah, it's going to alter the events.
Okay. I do like villains that, like, evolve.
Okay.
I like that. Basically, her explaining, like, he wasn't affected by how many times we fucked up and had to go back and do it again. So it learned and it evolved through that.
Yep.
I'm like, consequences.
But also because we allowed the time judge to sleep, now that we don't have the time travel ourselves. And in the final part, we're going to see the conclusion to I Am Setsuna.